Hello everyone, we're back again with another video. I hope you're all doing great. So let's get down to the point. So right here right now we are currently on a BTC USDT chart on a trading book platform, as you already know. So currently right now we are going to do some live analysis and see what we can get from a technical standpoint from BTC and what we are anticipating from the market. And currently we are going to do also a sentimental analysis to see what the sentiment of the market is on BTC. So firstly we are going on a site right here, which is I think alternative.me, and we're currently looking at the fear index, which is right now at 70. So meaning it's at greed region also. So definitely if it was at this zone, it's like extreme fear, and this zone is greed, and this level 84 something is at extreme greed. So currently we are still on a greed region radar on the sentiment. So from the technical eye, from a sentimental point, people are still greedy in the market right now. People are just having there's a lot of FOMO in the market, and a lot of people are just getting into it, and just put money have been a lot of FOMO money have been pushed in the market right now, as you can see. So let's get down to the technical so we can see what we can drive after understanding that there's a little bit of FOMO in the market. So let's get down to the technical and see what we can drive from the market. So after we're done that, this is the sentimental that we have already gotten from the sentimental analysis. So now back on the chart, we are currently on a daily time frame, and this was the all-time high that was formed around 64 region, like 65,000 region, and we dipped below it, we accumulated down, and what we pumped up again for another bullish circle, and what we took out that all-time high, and now we formed another one around 67,000, which was the now is the previous all-time high, and what we formed and we sold below it, we formed a low around 58,000. So after we formed that low around 58,000, now we took out that previous all-time high again. So from a technical standpoint, if you take a look, we dissected in more detail like what's going on the market currently right now. As you take a look here on a 4-hour time frame, this was the high that was formed, right? This was the low. So if you had this low that was formed right here, what we formed and we accumulate at that level. After we accumulate, we formed something like a flag or something like that. We broke out of it and we pumped above it. So after that, now if you take a look at it and in this way also, we had that accumulation, and from that accumulation we had this region whereby we had that strong retest. We tested that level a couple of times, obviously almost triple times, and after we had that, then we had that huge skyrocket. So looking at it, you can see that we had a huge impulse, which we need a deeper, more correction. Now, looking at it as we already know now, the market is the sentiment in the market is in a huge greed. So meaning that there is a lot of FOMO in the market right now. So that there's a lot of FOMO money getting into the market. And as we already know now that we have extended a leg, so we need to have a refill, and we need to have a little bit of correction after that huge impulse that we had just recently. So this was the huge impulse. So for us, in order for the market to be in a balanced move, we need to have a little bit of more correction and more deeper downside movement, since there is a lot of FOMO, and that greed index, as you already know, there's a saying goes that when everyone is greedy, you should be fearful, and when everyone is fearful, you should be greedy. So as we already know right now, a lot of people are a little bit more greedy on BTC. So this is when, as an individual, so as you already know, after that huge FOMO greediness that we had a little bit in the market, so now we're anticipating there's a huge FOMO money running out into BTC. So what we should be aware of is, like, this is the time whereby you should be a little bit more skeptical into getting on BTC. So as we can see, let's take a look from here, from that low that we formed right here at this region. As you connected, we have a strong trend line forming at that region, and if you take a pause from this level also, so we can connect a parallel trend line at this level. So looking at the structure right here right now is that we are anticipating to have a little bit more of a refill in the market before we can look for a more buying opportunity in the market, as we took at that previous all-time high. So we just need a little bit more. So now what we know is BTC is a little bit overbought at the moment. Since it is already overbought in the market right now, what we're anticipating is to have a little bit of more decline in the market. So we need to have a little bit of more refill before we can start to think of it. So right now the index is more of like a greedy index, so Fomo is high in the market. So now this is a time to be more skeptical. So if we go down to a lower time frame right now, as you already know, after we had this parallel trend and that we connected from that tip of a high, so we've already took out that previous all-time high. So this level will be a great structural level that we are looking at. So meaning to say, now what we are anticipating is, since there's a lot of there's a FOMO in the market going around, what we anticipate is to have a little bit more of like a cool off from the BTC right now, since a lot of FOMO money is going in. If we have that inducement, or maybe like a liquidity to induce more liquidity back in the market. So now we take a look and we say, if we broke structure from this level, looking at BTC, we need to have something that looks like this now before we can think of going for another pump to the upside. If we break structure like this from this region, we have a structural point here. So if we can break a structure from here, we will anticipate to have another pushed up again. So and we might go for another micro bearish leg between this region. This is a strong level that we have tested earlier in the future, and this is an untapped level that has not been tapped in the market. So if we can go around that region, then we might anticipate another more pump to the upside in the market. So obviously right now it's people should be more skeptical on shorting more going long on BTC, and you should, for an intraday traders or future traders, you can be focusing more on going to the downside of the market. So as far as I'm concerned, people should be more fearful and should be watch out for BTC. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. And also, please guys, like the video, subscribe, and check the link on the description. We have a Discord whereby we share our trading signals, trading ideas, and we also discuss about spot trades and what to invest in and all that sort of stuff. You can get into the community. It's just free. All you have to do is just click on the link on the description on the Discord server. Thank you. I hope you all have a great day.